the Senate President, and ably represented in his own capacity too by Senator Aminu Tambuwa. It's good to see you, and it's good to hear you supporting the program. Your Excellencies, the Governor of Nasarawa State, Minister of Federal Capital Territory, the Secretary to the Government of Federation, Minister of Housing and Urban Development, I listened to you. The diligent planning between your office and my office took a while. I was asking, when are we going to have a groundbreaking, not a tornado? And you said I can go on my vacation, come back to do the groundbreaking. Here we are today. We are setting the goalpost right. It means Nigeria is winning the golf. Other ministers here present, all the senior government officials that have supported this program today, our royal fathers and our community developers and community leaders, distinguished members of the media, it is a great honor for me to make this historic groundbreaking here today. I've listened carefully to the able minister's theme on the housing development. He understands how to propel the engine of growth, stability, economic resurgence of Nigeria. You saw the vision when we took the ministry out of the cloakroom and make it its own independent, visionary path for greatness. We know the value of housing. We appreciate the fact that it is an elixir for economic prosperity, job creation, hopefulness. Here again, let's talk to Nigerians, let's talk to ourselves, and see everything positive about our country. Yes, there's a trip of air conditioning system here. Okay, we were born in the heat, we stay heat. It's our country. Even some of you burn the candle or never know the candle when you were studying. Don't be spoiled. Don't think of your country negatively. Before I left home this morning, I asked for the pledge. A print out of it. And we have to relaunch it. Relaunch it to be committed to the value, the greatness, the hope of our country It is our country. You pledge to Nigeria, your country, my country, to be faithful, loyal, and honest, to serve Nigeria with all your strength. You saw it on the field of play yesterday. You are all rejoicing. Every one of us love victory. We love to win. When you are positive and you are hopeful, Nigeria is winning. We didn't say it will be Eldorado, smooth all the way through, but we are confident that this country will excel in all ramifications and areas. We will defend our unity and uphold our honor and glory in every way possible. Because we are Nigerians. We have no other country. Where we are launching and groundbreaking shelter is a necessity. It's a human right. And we're here just to do that. Set the record straight. From this site, we eat. From this site, water seller, we make a living. From this site, nail sellers, carpenters, all those, roof makers, we make a living. Brick and mortar, we stand the test of time and bring the glory of Nigeria brighter than we met it. Nigerians, don't look back. Look forward. Be hopeful, be assured that cares about you, and you must care about the country. From the Honorable Minister and his team, what they are about to do to turn the country to a large construction site for housing units. That's all I need to remind you. Standing before you as the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, I pledge to Nigeria, my country, being faithful and committed to the economic development and prosperity of every one of you. We are given a little trust, but we build on that trust to assure you today, tomorrow, and day after of prosperity that we can create. Putting housing and the oblique corner of our vision is not the right thing. The best thing we are doing now is putting housing on the front burner of our needs. I want to say thank you, the Honorable Minister, the Minister of State, and all the team, the civil servants, and say especially thank you to the National Assembly for the accelerated review of the budget and passing of it. When we all work together, live together, a great country for the prosperity of all of us. May God bless Nigeria. Thank you very much.
Nyeson Ezemu, the Honorable Minister of State, Federal Minister of Housing and Urban Development, the Honorable Minister of State, FCT, Dr. Maria Mahmoud, and the Honorable Minister of Environment here with us, Alhaji Balarabe Abbas Lawal, here with us, the chairman of the consortium that the developers here with us, the permanent secretaries present here, the directors of the ministry and other government officials, traditional rulers, our partners, the consortium of developers, invited guests, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, first I would like to seize this special occasion to publicly express my gratitude to His Excellency President Bola Ahmed TINUBU, GCFR, for appointing me as the minister and his confidence in my capacity to lead the actualization of his renewed agenda for housing and urban development. Mr. President, sir, I consider your trust in me and my staff and the task that you have placed on our shoulders as a huge honor and privilege. Since that appointment, we resolved and committed ourselves to deploying our time, resources, energies, and capacities towards delivering on this important national assignment. And God willing, Mr. President, sir, we will make your renewed hope vision for housing a practical reality in terms of decent quality and affordable homes with infrastructure that support dignified living for our people in the Federal Capital Territory, the state capitals, and across the country. That's why we have planned and commenced the actualization of the vision under the Renewed Hope Cities and Estate Development Program, which Your Excellency is officially launching today. Under Phase 1, Your Excellency, we plan to deliver a total of 50,000 housing units across Nigeria. The cities will have 1,000 housing units per site in one location in each of the six geographical zones of the country and FCT, while the estate will have 500 housing units per site in the remaining 30 states. We have designed the Renewed Hope Cities and as integrated living communities targeting all income brackets. They comprise 1, 2, and 3 bedrooms, terraces, 5 bedrooms. On the other hand, we have consolidized the Renewed Hope Estates to cater for the low and medium income earners. They comprise 1, 2, and 3 bedroom semi-detached bungalows. To enhance affordability and ease of offtake, we've used organic designs where 1 bedroom can be expanded to 2 bedrooms and 2 bedrooms can also be expanded to 3 bedrooms as the income of beneficiaries increase over time. Further, the program aims to address social inequality by providing a broad range of affordable ownership options. This includes single digit up to 30-year mortgage loans to be provided by the Federal Mortgage Board in Nigeria. Also, the rent-to-own options where beneficiaries can move in and pay towards ownership in monthly, either quarterly or annual installments, and those who can pay outright purchase for high-income earners. The funding for this project will come from a mix of sponsors, comprising the Federal Minister of Housing and Urban Development budgetary allocations, the Federal Mortgage Board of Nigeria, the estate development loan they are having, and the public-private partnership with retail developers. As you will recall, Your Excellency, you have graciously approved the total sum of 126 billion naira from the 2023 supplementary and 2024 budget for these projects, including the slum upgrade and urban renewal. We have also made cross-subsidy a key part of our efforts in enhancing affordability for low and medium income integrated living. Under this concept of cross-subsidy, the housing unit built in the Renewed Hope is sold at commercial rate, while a substantial percentage rates to low and medium income earners who are members of the Trade Union Congress. Your Excellency, the Renewed Hope Cities and Estates program is not only a grand vision, it is a necessity for many Nigerians, for many reasons. As our population continues to grow, the demand for housing and urban infrastructure is rapidly growing. Our existing cities are grappling with issues of congestion, inadequate and structure. Urban is more so given the climate changes, challenges that we face, and ensure that the housing sector contributes quota in helping our country meet its great gas reduction targets. At the ministry, we believe that implementing green building techniques, efficient waste management, and creating green spaces can contribute to a healthier and more environmentally friendly urban landscape. Furthermore, this project will also help to elevate the burden on existing cities and improve the overall quality of life for residents. Secondly, Your Excellency, the renewed
program is designed to be a catalyst for economic growth. The construction and development of these new
areas generate employment. It will stimulate local businesses and attract investment. The 50,000 housing units we intend to plan to deliver under this phase 1 will create 1,200,000
direct and indirect construction jobs, 25 jobs per house.
This is to the value chain effects of building.
Businesses around the construction site.
The program also allows Your Excellency's broader vision for national development. It is a step towards creating smart and modern cities that can compete on a global scale, attracting both domestic and foreign investments. This will not only enhance our country's image but also position Nigeria as a forward-thinking nation ready to embrace the challenges of the future. The Renewed Hope Cities and Estates program is therefore a strategic initiative that addresses multiple facets of development, from urban planning and economic growth to social inclusion and environmentally sustainability. Your Excellency, we are here to kickstart this nationwide program with the groundbreaking ceremony Abuja. The project is under the PPP, Public-Private Partnership, between the Federal Ministry of Housing and Urban Development and consortium of developers comprising Continental Civil and General Construction and Cizali Limited, where we signed an MOU in December to deliver a total of 100,000 houses nationwide. Under this PPP arrangement, the Ministry and financing off-takers for the houses through the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria source land and finance the construction. In this PPP arrangement, we are taking the financial burden of government while meeting our to decent and quality shelter. We choose to start at the Federal Capital Territory because it is the heart of the nation. We are also impressed that the Honorable Minister of FCT, Nyiso Wike, is committed to the Renewed Hope agenda and understands the importance and access to residents and is taking steps to improve the infrastructure in FCT. While we have been engaging with the Honorable Minister, we also like to make 3 formal requests to enable us to achieve the big plans that we have for the FCT. First, construction of access road to this Karsana site and extended further to other cities in the city and its road expansion program. We had earlier requested hectares of land along the airport road to site a bigger Renewed Hope city project. We believe that the Honourable Minister will kindly oblige us as we have made the necessary arrangements to commence work there. Additionally, we plan to develop another big housing project in Bagaladape at the boundary between Nasarawa State and the FCT near Abuja Barracks. I'm sure that's why the Honourable Minister, the Executive Governor of Nasarawa State, is here with us. At one time, we met on this issue. I would kindly request the Honourable Minister of FCT to help open up the access road there to enable us begin the work. This expansion and siting of cities in the outskirts of FCT will help decongest the city center, lessen pressure on the infrastructure. Also, Lagos, we are collaborating, which has a land in a prime location to develop another Renewed Hope city. We look forward to cooperation of the Honorable Minister of Information to make this happen soonest. Your Excellency, sir, this groundbreaking is one of the many more to follow. We have scheduled the groundbreaking for several additional sites nationwide for the commencement of the renewed hope cities and assets in this first quarter. 500 renewed hope city housing in Abuja, Lekki City, Lagos, where I would want His Excellency the President to do the groundbreaking. The development of 500 housing units under the renewed hope estate in Kano and 250 housing units in 12 states, two per geographical zone in the country under the renewed hope estate. This project has already been awarded and the contractors have already been mobilized to site. We have a total of 15 sites currently. This amounts to over 6,000 housing units under the 2023 supplementary budget. We are about to also, from the Ministry's 2024 approved budget, we are also rolling out another batch of renewed hope estates comprising 250 housing units, each in the 6 geographical zone, totaling at least 1,500 housing units. This means that the housing component of the supplementary budget and the 2024 budget, in which you are graciously approved, Your Excellency, 100 billion and 18 billion respectively, for us to implement our renewed hope cities and estates and urban renewal and slum upgrading programs. The ministry is set to deliver over 7,500 housing units that will cater to the average Nigerian workers within this year. Our objective is to follow your clear direction in charting a progressive path and demonstrating that your administration has what it takes to set our dear country on the path of sustainable growth and development, and that a better and prosperous Nigeria that craves for citizens is possible. We sincerely thank you, but also Oliver Twist wish to crave you kindly consider an upward review of the ministry's budget, given the size of the housing problem that the country faces and the designation of the housing sector as key infrastructure for achieving the renewed hope vision for a $1 trillion economy. Excellency, access road and infrastructure are key to the success of this program. We would therefore like to plead that as part of the government contribution, you kindly ask relevant ministries and state governments to provide access road to the renewed hope cities and estate project sites in all locations across the country to enhance affordability and livability. With your capable, bold, and history-making leadership, we intend to turn the country into a giant construction site in our quest not just to provide affordable homes and decent communities in Nigeria, but also contribute to the engineering of the nation's economy through the job creation and amplification of the housing construction value chain. I would like to thank the consortium of developers, especially Continental and Civil Construction Limited, the Cizali Limited, the financiers for keen. And I urge you to all to adhere to the agreed designs, specifications, and standards, using only quality building materials while also sticking to stipulated timelines for completion of the project. Also in line with the President's renewed hope agenda to ensure that all Nigerians, including the no-income, the vulnerable and underprivileged groups, have access to decent and dignified accommodation. We are also creating a framework for the establishment of the National Housing Fund. This because we believe that access to decent shelter is not only a necessity but a human right, and that all Nigerian segments deserve a decent home and live and grow. Your Excellency, we are pursuing your desire to reform the housing and urban development landscape with vigor, because you have demonstrated an uncommon political will to get things done. Weeks ago, with your approval, we inaugurated 4 housing sector teams, blueprint for housing institutions, increasing housing supply, streamlining and administration, and establish land administration, and also establishing building materials manufacturing hubs in each of the 6 metropolitan zones of the country. Will lead to a major and historic transformation. Once again, Your Excellencies are capacity to drive your renewed hope agenda for the housing and urban development sector. Thank you all, and may God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you.